Hello and welcome to another video from me, Rough Swordsman Wargamer. It's an open the box video, and this time it is Lee Birmingham Wood's Bomber Command from GMT Games and published in 2012. Now this copy was kindly sent to me by one of my subscribers, so thank you so much. You know who you are and it's much appreciated. So, what's this about? Well, March 1944. More than 700 bombers are dispatched to the distant city of Nuremberg. As the bomber stream crawls across the German Reich, it is set upon by swarms of night fighters. Following the bombers' contrails, the fighters infiltrate the stream in great numbers, and before the moon can set, they pick off bomber after bomber. The mauled stream makes a desultory attack on the target city, scattering much of their payload of high explosive and incendiaries harmlessly into the surrounding countryside. Then the raid struggles back towards England, while fresh formations of night fighters snap and bite at the retreating formations. More than 90 bombers fail to make it home safely. Soon afterwards, the Commander-in-Chief of Bomber Command, Arthur Bomber Harris, calls off the Battle of Berlin. Bomber Command is a two-player game of night war over the German Reich. It recreates the great Royal Air Force bombing raids against Germany and the bitter defence mounted by the Luftwaffe night fighter arm. As the British player, you battle past flak and fighters to find the Reich's industrial cities and set them ablaze. As the German player, you are engaged in a desperate struggle to stop these terror flyers. Bomber Command details the technique of night fighting, including flak, Himmelbett zones, wild boars and tame boars. The British main force raids may be accompanied by mosquito bomber divisions, sea mining operations and the decoy aircraft of 100 Group bomber support. A deck of 110 cards is used to resolve the complex interactions of electronic countermeasures, radars and communications, along with other operations such as Mahmoud patrols, flower raids and Belukta illumination units. Hope I've got that right. A detailed bombing resolution system depicts the challenge of attacking targets at night and the evolution of precision bombing in the darkness. There are two scenarios. Berlin covers the raid from the Battle of Hamburg up to the great defeat over Nuremberg, and Downfall recreates the period from the summer of 1944 to the end of the war, during which time the night fighter arm is in decline. Easy to pick up and fast to play, games can be played in 90 to 150 minutes. Select your target, form up your bomber stream and aim it for the heart of Hitler's Reich. Tonight Germany will reap the whirlwind. Strike hard, strike sure. Now, it is medium-high complexity. Unfortunately, it says the solitaire suitability is number 1, very, very low. But the chap that sent me this gave me some suggestions, and also I found some other suggestions for solo play on Board Game Geek, so we'll use those two things and see how we do. So, I can't take the shrink wrap off, but this is an unpunched copy, oops, so we'll see what's inside. We've got a couple of dice, and there's the two packs of cards, one with British, one with German, so we'll have a look at those in a moment. And here are the rules. They come in at 28 pages. So introduction, components, map features, the scenario maps, what all that means, what the units are, and the counters. setting up play, what the cards mean. Target for tonight, weather. Looks very good. Plotting. Ah yes, I think we get a pad. We'll see that in a moment, where the British player has to sort of plot their raids. Some may be decoys, one will be the main raid, and so on. Type of raids, main force raid, mosquito raids, the gardening raids, where they used to lay the mines, decoy raids. Sequence of play, good. Cards, movement. Deployment, scramble and recovery, fuel, detection, combat. So it's quite detailed. The tame boar and the himmelbett. Flak, wild boar, combat results, it's all here. Main force bombing, dropping bombs, bomb concentration table and bomb adjustment, conflagration, end of game victory points, victory assessment, advance rules. If that wasn't enough, there's some advance rules. A few of those, and there we are. Fog of War. And a sequence and play on the back. Crikey! Next is the playbook. Yep. Play tips. Playing for the first time. Tips for German players, general play hints. Tips for the British player. Historical notes. Now that's what I like to see as well. I think most of us do who play these games. We like to learn something as we go. So there we are. Berlin scenario. Downfall scenario. Those are the two scenarios in the game. What the cards mean, notes on the cards. That goes on. And there we are, designer notes, recommended reading, and the credits. Some keys here. And on the back, something for you to photocopy. Right. Here are the maps. You have one for the Berlin and one for Downfall. So we'll have a look at those in a moment. Here we've got some city maps, a close-up of some of the cities. City map A, city map B. C, D, and we've got some player aids, or play aid cards. Here we are, bombing, dropping bombs, target marking, bomb adjustment, bomb scoring. Right. And the other one, there's a sequence of play on here. Detection, tame boar, infiltration, and some tables there, scramble, recovery and combat. Right. Here are the counters. These are some 1/2 inch sort of admin counters by the look of it. Hope you can see those okay. Double-sided. And here, count sheet 1 of 2. And the other side. It's the thin core, so that's the counters. Even the baggies are in here, look. And here's the last thing, is the sort of planning map that I was, or map sheet that I was telling you about. So this is a reproduction of the map, and you plot out what raids you're doing. And on the other side there is 1 for downfall scenario. So there we are. Okay, let's have a look at the cards. Here are the cards. Here are the British ones. They've got a slight bend on them. I think I swear they've been in the maybe in the shrinky wrap thing. It's distorted them slightly, so I'll have to try and cure that. But they're nice quality, quite thick, quite nice. Let's have a look what sort of thing we got. Corona controllers, Corona jamming, corkscrew, oh, and so on, and so on. So we'll find out what all that is about. And I think, hold on, yes. I think if you're doing the Berlin, where are we? Yeah, there we are. If you're doing downfall, you take all the downfall cards and use just those. If you're doing the Berlin, you take all the Berlin ones out, and there's some with all, which I assume go in both. So lots there. So that's the British, the German, same sort of thing. All Berlin, yes, Berlin, all. Stragglers, Himmelbett. So not sure what any of this means yet, so I've got to read the rules, but they are very nice pictures on them as well. So there we are, that is the cards. Right, let's get the maps out. So here's the first map. It's the Berlin scenario. It's a sort of 22 by 34 full size map. Handsome looking map, I must say. So let's have a little close up. So here's a close up of the map. Apologies for the glare and the fact I'm having to hold it, so it's a bit shaky. But you can see this is the Berlin scenario map. Game turn track, visibility, lost track and victory points, fuel track, jamming track, and we've got the ready box, closed airfield box, rearm and refuel, and the raid boxes here. And here's the map proper. It's Germany. And we can see different icons, different coloured hexes. So it looks all very interesting. So, hope that's of help. Okay, let's get the other one. So here's the other map, downfall scenario, similar sort of thing with all the tracks, and again, apologies for the glare. Same sort of thing here with the raid boxes, etc. Here's England, look. Ooh. So different coloured hexes, different icons and things. So it looks very, as I say, very interesting. See how we get on with that. Okay, them's the maps. So this has been an unboxing of Lee Brimacombe Woods Bomber Command, the Night Raids, 1943 to 1945 by GMT. If you have enjoyed the video, please subscribe, like the video, push the bell, leave a comment, all that sort of thing. Does help. And thank you as always to my subscribers. So, till the next time, you all take care and goodbye.